Right, happy Sunday everyone. Day 70. We're going to start at the top of our mat. So we're going to do a sun salutation A to warm up today. We're going to take our hands above our head, nice big inhale, connect at the top. We're going to bring our hands down past the midline of our body with a big exhale. Hands back to the side. We're going to engage our glutes as we take a big inhale, sweep our hands up, find a back bend, keep those feet nice and grounded. And then we're going to exhale, we're going to fold forward, we're hinging at our hips, letting our chest come towards our legs. Hands to knees flat back. Inhale deeply. We're going to exhale, come down to the floor with the hands. Step back, find a high plank. So you can take your knees down if you need to. So we inhale, shift slightly forward. Exhale, we lower our body down, a low plank, tuck the elbows. Big inhale, up to cobra or upward dog. We come to a downward dog on an exhale. And here we breathe 3 to 5 rounds of breath. We pay attention to everything that's going on within the self, and we move in ways that feel good within the self. Awesome. Taking the hips from side to side. You can bend the knees. You can lean forward, come back. You just find movements that feel good within yourself. Breathing fully inward and exhaling fully out. All right, let's take our gaze between our thumbs and we're slowly going to walk our feet back up between our hands. Hands to knees, flat back, big inhale. Exhale, fold forward, take the fingertips down to where you can. Nice big inhale up, hands above head, connecting at the top, back down. Cool. All right, so we've got our hip, flex, extend, rotate, and twist. So we're going to take our hands above head with a nice big inhale. And we're going to side bend. So we're going to side bend on the exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up, one more on each side. Full exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Hands back to the side and we're going to twist. So we're just going to let our arms ragdoll, keeping those feet nice and grounded. Enjoying that twist in the spine. Alrighty, now we shall take our hands to our hips and we're going to create some nice circles with our hips. One way. You can take it big, you can take it small, and then you take it the other. And then we're going to find a flex and extend. So standing nice and tall, we're going to engage our core. We're going to inhale deeply. And we're going to exhale and we're going to hinge at our hips and we're going to find a flat back, half fold. We're going to look down at our mat. And we're going to take a few rounds of breath. That core is nice and engaged. Those hamstrings, calf muscles are getting a beautiful stretch. And we're going to come back up on an inhale. I'm going to take our hands above head. Exhale fully. And then on an inhale, we're going to find a back bend. Engaging the glutes, protecting that lower back. Keeping the feet nice and grounded. Finding your back bend, your limit. And back up. One more. So we'll take our hands on our hips, big inhale. On the exhale, making sure that core is nice and engaged, coming down to a flat back. Nice stretch in the back of those legs. Breathing fully. Back up on an inhale. Arms above head. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. And we're finding our back bend. Taking our gaze to where we can. And back up. Awesome. Right, we're going to come down to our mat, onto our bellies. And we're going to take our hands and place them in front of our head. We're going to take a few rounds of breath here, and we're going to find our scorpion twist. So we're going to straighten up our right hand out to the side. We're going to bend and take our left hand next to our chest, and we're just going to bring up our left leg and take it behind, taking the gaze to the left, and just seeing if we can take that toe to the ground. Take a few rounds of breath. And then bring her back and switch over sides. So straightening out the left hand, taking that right hand next to the chest and taking that right leg and bringing her back. Bringing that toe to the ground and holding. And bring her back. Nice and controlled. All right, we're going to do one more round. We'll take it this way so you can kind of see. So again, taking that right hand out to the side, left hand is next to the chest, lifting that left leg and bringing her over. Taking the toes to the floor, looking to the left. Incredible stretch in that shoulder too, breathing. And bring her back nice and slow, controlled, and switch over. Awesome. Enjoying that incredible twist and stretch. Bring her back, slow and controlled. And we're going to come up to a high plank. So back to a high plank. And we're going to find our pigeon fold, so we do every Sunday. So let's bring our right knee behind that right wrist. And we're going to take our hands out as wide as our mat. And like we do every Sunday, we take a big inhale, come up to the fingertips. We exhale, we come down to the palms, and we take our head down to our mat. Inhale up. Let's go for 5. We exhale down. Inhale up. So we got 3. 4. And 5. Awesome. Pushing back up to your plank and switching over sides. Bringing that left knee behind the left wrist, hands out to the side. As wide as the mat, coming up on the inhale, opening the chest. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So we got 2. 3. 4. Last one. And 5. Awesome. Right, coming back up to the high plank, and we got our downward dog strength from here. We are going to do let's go 3-legged plank. So we find our downward dog. And we're going to lift our right foot. We're going to take it up as high as we can. Take a few rounds of breath. And we're going to take that right foot, we're going to place the toes on their left heel, and we're going to pull down that heel towards the mat as far as we can. Breathe. And we're going to come up to our tippy toes to a three-legged plank-like position. And you're going to either hold here, so choose to stay here, or take it down to a low plank, tucking the elbows, holding for 3, 2, 1. Push back up, back to your 3-legged dog, lifting that right leg high, bringing it back down to earth. Cool, other side. So we're lifting the left leg, a few rounds of breath, and then we're taking that left foot, taking the toes onto that right heel, we're pulling that heel down to earth, stretching that calf muscle. Alright, coming up to our tippy toes, to a plank, and you can stay here, this works too, or take it that little bit further, tuck the elbows, low plank, 3, 2, 1. Push back up, bring that heel back down, lift that leg, right left leg, back to earth. Pull that butt up as high as you can. We're going to drop our knees. And we're finding our tabletop, thread the needle. So let's go for 5 on each side. We'll take our right hand up on an inhale, taking our gaze with it. Exhale, thread. Bringing the head and the shoulder to the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, thread. Inhale up. Exhale, thread. 2 more. 1 more. Alright, tabletop again, other side, lifting the left, threading. Inhale, up, threading. 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Cool. Right, we're coming down to the back of our mat. We're bringing our back to the mat, and we're finding our bridge. So our feet are flat on our floor, knees are bent, pointing upward. I'm going to take a few rounds of breath here. We're going to take our arms and we're going to place our palms on our mat. We're going to lift up our right leg and just place that ankle on that left knee, and we're going to find a bridge, a half pigeon bridge. So lift the hips towards the sky, and we're letting that right knee sort of just drop down to earth, letting gravity do its thing, feeling that incredible stretch in that hip, that right hip, pushing up as far as you can, at the same time letting that knee drop. And we'll come back down to earth about now. Switch sides. Take that ankle, place it just above that knee. Lift those hips. Make sure you feel comfortable. Lift those hips as high as you can, and we're letting that knee just drop. Pushing the hips up. Breathing cool, calm, and controlled. And we'll bring that butt back down. Take the foot back to the ground. We're going to take a big inhale. As we do, we're going to take our arms above head, lift those hips to the sky. Exhale, bring those hands back down to earth as well as the butt. So let's go 5 more. Up, down. Exhaling fully. Inhale deeply, taking the hips as high as you can. Exhale back down. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, and 1. And back down to earth. Awesome. Right, let's drop those heels to the ground. Take our hands, place our palms facing upward, finding our Savasana, our final pose, our corpse pose. And we are just going to lay here, reflect, and breathe. You stay here for as long as you need. Namaste. I'll see you tomorrow. Day 70 tick. I hope you had a fabulous weekend.